Hi guys! So today, we will start doing the commands for the Village Defenders. Village Defenders has 6 different roles. These are Support, Tank, Marksman, Mage, Fighter and Assassin villagers. With this command creation, when you summon a villager, there is a 20% chance that the villager will be a Village Defender. It also works on naturally spawned villager. So if you have the commands on your world, and you found a village, there's a chance that some of the villagers there are Village Defenders. By the way, each Village Defenders has their own unique abilities. They have their own normal attack style, passive skill, and a normal skill. You can easily identify the Village Defenders because of the particles circling around them. But for today's video, we will be focusing on Support Villager. Support Villagers has a green particle circling around them. So for the abilities, Support Villager's normal attack is called Sprite. If there's a monster within 10 radius of the Support Villager, he will then summon a Sprite every 2 seconds. This Sprite will wander for 5 seconds, then it will strike a nearby monster within its 10 radius, dealing 1 damage. Now for his passive skill, it is called Second Chance. When the Support Villager receives fatal damage, this passive will be activated, granting him an extra life and regeneration effect. Also, he will be invisible and immune from any damage for 5 seconds. When this passive gets activated, the Support Villager will immobilize monsters within his 10 radius for 5 seconds. This skill has a cooldown of 30 seconds. So it means the Support Villager can die around that time. By the way, this passive skill has a disadvantage against zombies. When the Support Villager receives fatal damage from a zombie, he can still immobilize the monsters around him. However, depending on the difficulty of your world, there's a chance that the Support Villager will be turned into a zombie. If your world is on easy mode, then there's 0% chance that Support Villager will become a zombie. For normal mode, there's a 50% chance, and for hard mode, a 100% chance. Now for the normal skill of the Support Villager. It is called Revitalize. When a villager within his 30 radius got injured, he will then send a blessing towards that villager to heal them to max health. This skill has 10 seconds cooldown. Alright, so those are the abilities of a Support Villager. Now let's proceed to the commands. Let's start with the commands for the indicator. Let's make our first scoreboard objective. We will use this objective to decide whether a villager will become a Village Defender or just a normal one. And this command will help us with that. So once you summon a villager, this command will put a random fate score to them. The random score will range from 1 to 30. Now, we need to use Armor Stand for the circling particle indicator. So if the villager got a faith score of 5, an armor stand named support_indicator will be summoned 10 blocks above them. Now, we also need a command to automatically remove that armor stand. If there's no villager with faith score of 5 below the support indicator armor stand, the armor stand will be killed. Now since we will be doing a circling particle, we need the armor stand to rotate. This command will simply make the armor stand to rotate. Also, we need the armor stand to follow the villager that has a faith score of 5. By the way guys, to make it easy to understand, villagers that has a faith score of 5 is the support villager. Now let's put the particle command. This will make the green circling particle. Now let's make the armor stand invisible. Alright, let's see it. Since the fate score is randomized, let me set their fate score to 5 manually, just for the sake of demonstration. No need to copy this command though. Alright, it seems that our indicator is working perfectly fine. Now let's proceed on his normal attack. Let's create first the objectives that we will need. The sup underscore and underscore CD means support normal attack. Now we need one more objective. Oh wait, why that particle is still there? Oops, my bad. On the third command, make sure that it is support underscore indicator, not this support underscore villager. Alright, everything should be fine now. There, it's gone. Let's start now the commands for the normal attack. Now this is what makes the cooldown of his normal attack. Every time there's a monster within 10 radius of the support villager, the sub underscore and ACD score will increase until it reaches 40 score. Now, we will use LA as the sprite. So when the score of normal attack cooldown reaches 40, an LA named sprite will be summoned. Now, we also need a command to reset the score value. So when the normal attack cooldown reaches 40, the score of normal attack cooldown will be reset. Now let's put a particle effect for the LA. Alright. Now let's make the LA invisible. So that we can only see the particles, not the LA. Next, we need to put a duration for the allay. This command will continuously add one sprite_duration score to the allay. And let's set a max duration for the allay. So when the sprite_duration score of an allay reaches 200, the allay will be killed. Alright, let's test out our progress. There it is. However, it can't attack yet the enemy, since we haven't put yet the commands for that. And that will be the next thing that we will gonna do. So with this command, when the sprite_duration score of an allay reaches 100 or more, the allay will start moving towards the nearest monster within their 10 radius. Now to apply damage to the monster. So allay with a sprite_duration of 100 or more, the monster within the 1 radius of that allay will take 1 damage. Now after an allay deals damage to a monster, the allay should be removed. So after dealing damage, this command will kill the allay. Alright, let's test it out. The pillager takes damage now. We can now proceed to the passive skill of the support villager, but let's prepare first the scoreboard objectives that we will need. It means support passive skill cooldown. Now one more. We will use this one for immobilizing monsters. First, we need to equip the support villager with a totem. So basically, this command will equip support villager with totem, as long as they don't have any support passive skill cooldown score. But we need to prevent that command from spamming, and this command will help us with that. So this command will set the support passive skill cooldown score to 0, which will prevent the previous command to spam. Now let's set up the cooldown for this skill. So once the totem of a support villager has been used, this command will continuously add 1 score to the support passive skill cooldown score of that villager, until it reaches 600 score. Now, we need a command to reset the support passive skill cooldown score. So when the support passive skill cooldown score reaches 600, this command will reset that score. Now let's move to the commands we need when the passive skill got activated. We'll start with the particle effect. So with the previous commands, once the totem of a support villager has been used, the support passive skill cooldown score will start to increase, and when the support passive skill cooldown score is at 1, this particle command will be activated. Now to make the support villager invisible. Same condition as the previous command. When the support passive skill cooldown is at 1, this command will apply invisibility effect to that villager for 5 seconds. Now, we need also to apply resistance effect to that support villager. Same condition again. When the support passive skill cooldown is at 1, this command will apply resistance effect to that support villager for 5 seconds. Next, to immobilize monsters when the passive got activated. So when the support passive skill cooldown score is at 1, the monsters within the support villager's 10 radius will receive 100 immobilized score. Now we need that score to gradually decrease. This command will simply reduce the immobilized score applied to the monsters. Now when a monster is immobilized, let's make them rotate. So as long as the monster has immobilized score of 1 or more, this command will make them rotate and make them stay on their position. Since we will add a particle effect for the immobilized monster, we need an armor stand for that. So immobilized monster will gonna have an armor stand named immobilize_indicator, 5 blocks above them. And since that command summon an armor stand, we need a command to kill that armor stand also. So, if there's no immobilized monster below the immobilize_indicator armor stand, that armor stand will be killed. Next, we need the immobilize_indicator armor stand to spin. Besides spinning, this command also will prevent the immobilize_indicator armor stand to fall. Now, we need to apply weakness effect for immobilized monster. With this, immobilized monster will receive max level of weakness effect as long as they are immobilized. Now let's add a particle effect for the immobilize_indicator. This command will make the immobilized monster look like they are stunned. We will see it in action after one more command. For the last command for passive skill, let's make the immobilize_indicator invisible. Alright, let's test it out now. Oh wait, this is supposed to be a repeating command block. Alright, let's activate all of it. See that particle circling around the head of the pillager. That's the indicator that the mob is immobilized. Alright, we can now move on the last skill of the support villager, the normal skill Revitalize. Let's start again with the scoreboard objective we need. This objective means support normal skill cooldown. So first command, we need to equip villagers with chainmail boots, so that we can detect if they receive damage. So for all the villagers, except villagers with faith score of 5, they will be equipped with chainmail boots as long as there is a villager with faith score of 5 within their 30 radius. Now we also need a command to automatically remove that boots when there's no support villager near them. So, if there's no villager with faith score of 5 within the 30 radius of a villager, the chainmail boots will be removed. Now, we need to add a tag to the villager that receives damage. So when the villager takes damage, the chainmail boots will also gonna be damaged, and this command will detect that villager with damaged boots and add injured tag to them. Next, we need a command to make the support villager able to detect if there's an injured villager nearby. So when a support villager detects a villager with injured tag within his 30 radius, this command will set the support normal skill cooldown score to 0. Now, we need to add a command to increase the support normal skill cooldown score. This command will continuously add one support normal skill cooldown score to a support villager until it reaches 200. Now, we need to add a command to reset that score. So when the support normal skill cooldown score reaches 200, this command will reset that score. Next, we will be using an allay again, as the magical blessing that the support villager will send towards the injured villager. So when the support normal skill cooldown score is at 1, this command will summon an allay named Blessing on the position of the support villager. Next, we need a command to automatically kill the allay if there's no injured villager nearby. So if there's no more injured villager within the 30 radius of the allay, this command will kill the allay. Next, let's put a command to make the allay move towards the injured villager. So once an allay named Blessing was spawned, this command will make them move towards the nearest injured villager. So once the allay got close on an injured villager, we need a command to replace the chainmail boots of that villager to a new one. This command will replace the chainmail boots of an injured villager within the 1 radius of the Blessing allay. Now for the healing effect. So this command will heal the nearby injured villager within the 1 radius of the Blessing allay. Next, let's add a healing sound effect. So once the Blessing allay was able to heal an injured villager, this command will play this sound. Next, to prevent the allay to heal multiple injured villager, we need to add a different tag to the allay. So once the allay successfully healed an injured villager, this command will add a healed tag to the allay. Now, we need a command to remove the injured tag to the villager. So after the injured villager got healed, this command will remove the injured tag on them. At this point, since the job of the Blessing allay is done, we should kill it now. So once the allay got the healed tag, this command will kill that allay. Next, let's put now the heart particle effect. Alright, now for the last command, let's make the LA invisible. Alright, seems like we have now all commands we need for the fully functional support villager. Let's see it now in action. That's the normal skill, that heart particle thing. And to remind you again, that skill has a 10 seconds cooldown. I do have a resource pack that can show the health points of entities. Let me try to use it, so that you can see the health more clearly. This is not part of the commands though, and it will not affect the commands either. I'll just use this resource pack so that you can clearly see the health of the villager. See, the villager got healed. Alright, it seems like our support villager is good to go now. And you know what that means. Shout out for these lovely fellas, I love you so much. And since I love you guys, peace out.